We are live, and I am here again. It's my third interview this morning, and I'm very excited to bring you one of my dearest friends. And we met through eWomen Network. She was an executive managing director along with me, and we both literally stepped down at the same time from those because our businesses just took off. So let me give you a little bio about Julie, and then we're going to get more into it. So Julie Miller-Davis is a productivity and efficiency expert. She brings a fresh perspective to avoiding overwhelm and reaching goals in an intentional manner. She trains business women how to live and work at their highest level of efficiency, guiding her clients to reset to patterns of excellence, leaving mediocrity in the dust. Practical, energetic, classy, but splashy, Julie's out of the box thinking, knowledge on how to say yes to what is important and no to what is not, and ability to help you regain control of your pursuit of your goals makes her one to watch in the world of productivity, prioritizing, and efficiency. Her background in teaching, leadership, and entrepreneurships have shaped her into the expert speaker and trainer she is today. So as you know, we are doing the Women Talk Biz Winging It, Stop Thinking, Start Doing. And we have put it into three categories. Dream It with Felicia Searcy, Build It with Wendy Barr and Sarah Davenport, and then Do It with Julie Miller-Davis. So Julie, welcome. And I am so excited you're going to join us at this event, which is September the 18th. So tell us, what do you think is, what's the number one thing that people do wrong when it comes to, their time?
The number one thing that people do wrong is, or where they need help, is probably in setting boundaries and they're saying yes to everything except themselves, and anything that they have scheduled for themselves a lot of times is getting brushed under the rug as they say yes to everything and anything that comes their way during the day, and they spend their time putting out their own fires, other people's fires, instead of working on the things that matter.
Oh, awesome. So how do we get out of that? I mean, that is overwhelm. And now with everyone in this social distancing and we're all in the bubble of our house, now I'm not only doing my business at home, I am homeschooling my kids, or my college age kids are on the Zoom and they're learning, and the husband's home because he can't work. So he's doing it all at home. My God, I'm an empty nester. My husband still goes to work, so I don't have this issue, but I know a lot of women do. What do we do first?
I'm really glad you brought that up, Tony, because I'm also finding that because people are home, they're actually letting all the boundaries that they might have had in place slide. And they're not giving themselves breaks throughout the day because they can just be on Zoom all day long. They're not even getting in their cars to drive somewhere, which essentially was a naturally built-in break for us when we would drive somewhere. And like we had at least a little alone time in our car, right?
Exactly.
But what I really highly recommend, and this is in addition to the talk that I'll do on the 18th of September, but what I would love for people to start thinking about is creating a routine for themselves through their day at home. And that can include talking to their family about a routine with the kids and with the husband as well, because we have to set the boundaries, and the routine will set the boundaries. Like from this time to this time, I'm going to do these things. And the other thing within that routine is to build the breaks. So what are you going to do in the morning and then take a break? And what are you going to do in the early afternoon and then take a break? And if you need to start working half days, here's my yes. If people would actually focus and get intentional and work for half a day, even 3.5 hours, they would get it all done.
Right.
Because right now they're doing all these other things that have nothing to do with their business or nothing to do with the things that matter in their business. And they're probably not even focusing for 3.5 hours on their business.
Right. Well, and they're being pulled different ways. And, I want to write that book. So I sit down and I start writing, and then Johnny comes in and says, "Hey, Mom, it's lunchtime." You're constantly being pulled away. So I totally agree about the boundaries and to set timing. And this is my time and my time to do what I need to do. But, things do happen. But what else? I know that entrepreneurs have a real problem focusing and focusing on what they need to do to build their business. Like for me, I'm a onepreneur. I have a team. When I do an event, they come with me because I can't do it all. But now I'm learning now that we've gone virtual, that I need to have more help. And I am reaching out and putting my processes together and trying to find that right person to help me. But a lot of people, they're, just like me, I can do it faster than teaching someone else to do it. Why should I learn to delegate? Why is delegating, especially when I don't have the money to pay for it?
Well, if you talk to anyone who started delegating, even just a little bit, like if you can budget $150 a month to delegate some things, even $100 a month, it will, just to have someone take sharing your posts on social media out there. Like, you might still create them, but someone shares them, or you pay someone to create them, and then you should be like, the reason we need to start delegating is that all that stuff, like me creating my own social media posts and sharing them out there, I'm just using that as an example because that's a big one. I'm spending all this time doing something that someone else could do in probably half the time. Right. And that all this time that I could be spending making connections, following up, creating my if you have a course that you're trying to create or a course that you're trying to take, all of these things that will actually directly need you, and they are the things that only you can do, and that will build you business and bring you money. And if we can start delegating some of those things and get them off our plate, it's crazy how much space we open up for money to flow.
Right.
And it's like a crazy law of attraction kind of thing. If you build it, they will come, but you have to start delegating. And it's kind of like, oh, I'm paying her $250 a month, and now I got to make sure I make that $250 a month. It sort of drives us that way as well, that whole mental game that we play.
Right. Right.
My assistant just actually, I moved her into a whole new role, and she's basically become my entire online business manager, communications manager. And it's like so freeing to go, hey, can you do this? And can you do this? And can you do this? She's like, yep. And is this okay? And it's like, oh my God, I don't have to do that anymore. It's amazing.
Well, and it's also nice to reach out because, you're doing it all yourself and you're trying to make everything happen. And it's nice to have someone to work with, someone to bounce ideas off of, and I truly believe that we need to start investing our time and our money in ourselves and our business. And women are so afraid to invest in themselves. They just don't do it. And you need a business coach, and you need someone to do social media, and you need to invest in learning and education. And that's why the events like this, Women Talk Biz, it's all about women supporting women. And we're a different breed when it comes to business. And women understand that mindset. They understand that drive, and they understand the overwhelm. So that's why we put these events together. And I'm very excited. Julie will be spending 20 minutes just like loving on us and telling us everything that she has to share. Then she's going to go into breakout rooms and be able to do Q&A and talk to you individually and just answer your questions, which you don't get a lot of. We're trying to get a more engaged audience and people who really are destined to build their dreams. And we have the right people that can help them do it. So I'm just really glad that, Julie, that you're joining us and that you're going to be there. And I mean, she is really great with having you set the priority of your day. What do you have to get done? What are the things only you can do? And what are the things that other people can do? And really focus you in on that. So thank you. Anything that you want to share with us? Like, how do people get a hold of you?
Absolutely. You can get a hold of me on Facebook at Julie Miller Davis 15. You can also find me on Instagram under JMD Productivity. And you are free to email me, julie@juliemillerdavis.com. And I've got some free stuff on my website too, juliemillerdavis.com. And what I want to say is September 18th, you guys, I'm going to give you a great system, a great way to get started. If you're really having trouble in that routine and that kind of thing, that is where we will dig in on the 18th.
Awesome. And if you want more information, the ticker along the bottom is our event site. Please go there. Check out all our speakers. We have a millionaire panel we're bringing in. Carrie Murphy, Natasha Duswalt. They're going to share what their challenges were and how they overcame them. It's going to be a wonderful day. So invest in yourself and come network and meet some amazing people. So thank you, Julie, for being here. I can't wait to see you live on September 18th.
Me too. Thanks, Tony.
All right.